What's going on, everybody? This is NYG Jeff McNeil 3285, and I'm here with another rumor that's just dropped this morning of a possible trade candidate for the New York Mets before the August 2nd trade deadline. And that name coming up recently is CJ Cron, the first baseman from the Colorado Rockies, who's been off to a very, very strong start in this first half of his season, and he would be able to provide another middle-of-the-lineup bat for the New York Mets going forward. Now, CJ Cron is 32 years old. He's playing for the Colorado Rockies right now. And at the moment, he's batting a very impressive .298 with at least 21 doubles, 55 runs scored in 90 games, with 21 home runs, 69 RBIs, with a .350 on-base percentage. He's been slugging at a .552 slugging percentage, and he has a .902 OPS. Those are very strong numbers for the Colorado Rockies right now, and he'd actually be a very, very good candidate to throw in there for the New York Mets. And if you want to alternate him and Pete Alonso and maybe have one play DH and the other one play at first base, it's going to be a nice way to keep both guys fresh going forward into the Major League Baseball season. Now, you're hearing tons of rumors of people that the New York Mets have been linked to, from Juan Soto to Trey Mancini, and now to CJ Cron, and you're probably going to hear some other names be dropped in the not too distant future of power bats the New York Mets might want to add to try to boost their lineup up even more as they head towards the second half and towards the postseason. And CJ Cron would be the type of answer that the New York Mets would need to help boost that lineup in the middle and help give guys like Fransisco Lindor and Pete Alonso as well as Jeff McNeil some more comfort in the middle of that lineup, so they'll be seeing a lot easier pitches, because it's hard to be able to pitch around a guy like Pete Alonso and his power when you have another guy like CJ Cron right there next to him, who's also a big time power threat. So if the New York Mets could be able to pull off a trade and maybe give up a higher tier prospect, but maybe like not have to pry away one of those top prospects like a Brendan Beatty, Mark Vientos, Ronnie Mauricio, Brad Allen, and of course Francisco Alvarez, then you definitely should be able to inquire about a trade like a CJ Cron, because all he's going to do is help and boost that lineup even more. So I would definitely be interested, and that's what MLB.com's Jon Heyman has said, is that the New York Mets are a potential landing spot for first baseman / DH CJ Cron from the Colorado Rockies. So that's just my quick update I want to give you, that CJ Cron is another guy that's going to be thrown onto the trade market, and that the New York Mets are named as a possible landing spot. And I think it'd be an absolutely fantastic addition to that New York Mets lineup in terms of his power and in terms of his being able to hit runs into for the New York Mets. So if you like this video, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already to NYG Jeff McNeil 3285. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that drops for the New York Mets, New York Giants, Brooklyn Nets, WWE Wrestling, as well as for food for thought. And leave a comment below on what you think if CJ Cron would be an excellent addition for the New York Mets in the middle of the lineup, heading towards the second half and towards the playoffs this year. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your Tuesday. Take it easy, and let's go New York Mets.